SCP-5953 Critique of the Marine Mammal Program. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-5953 are allowed to remain outside of containment. Individual agreements have been reached with each instance, ensuring cooperation with the Foundation. All members have agreed to remain in the isolated ocean and avoid contact with the outside world. Description: SCP-5953 is a group of 30 Tursiops truncatus, common bottlenose dolphins, that were anomalously augmented by the United States Navy Marine Mammal Program from 1964 to 1987 at the direction and assistance of Pentagram. SCP-5953 was intended to train a new class of soldier capable of performing tasks underwater, such as ship protection, mine clearance, and reconnaissance. Key modifications made to SCP-5953 include tethering consciousness of dolphins to pre-existing, disembodied thought form entities residing in the human noosphere, causing the fusion of both minds. Resulting combination minds had human-level intelligence. Implanting of synthetic voice box, allowing for synthesized human speech. Integrating various forms of electronic detection systems into the brain, allowing them to be used as traditional senses. Includes sonar, radio, and camp counters. Genetically modifying with DNA sourced from the Scarlet King, with slight adaptations for compatibility with dolphin physiology rather than whale. Increased vitality, lifespan, and physical size of specimens. Education in various magical principles. Each SCP-5953 was educated by former International Center for the Study of Unified Thaumatology professors, and given a degree equivalent from the institution. In 1987, an armed conflict between the Dolphins Poseidus Republic of Indonesia and the Great Barrier Reef Empire in exile resulted in the United States Navy becoming aware of the existence of SCP-3932. The communist leanings of the Dolphins Poseidus Republic of Indonesia resulted in the United States Navy determining the dolphins were a threat and beginning to plan countermeasures to prevent a united underwater cetacean communist state. The entirety of active SCP-5953 instances were deployed to assist the Great Barrier Reef Confederacy in its war against the DPRI. Upon arrival, all SCP-5953 instances immediately defected from the U.S. Navy and denounced American imperialism. The various members of SCP-5953 began to integrate themselves into the Society of the three SCP-3932 Delta Nations. Due to their advanced intelligence and military education under the United States Navy, most quickly ascended to lead the militaries of the three states. During their control of the militaries, combat was improved strategically, but saw a marked reduction in casualties. A détente was soon declared following that, entering into a period of Cold War. Interview log, transcript. Dr. Warlow: we weren't sure if you'd be willing to show up. SCP-5953, 30. I wasn't sure if I was either. Still not particularly sure. Owing the thought that I could knock everyone out here is keeping me here. You're the only one that's been willing to actually talk to us. We've been trying to get a hold of any of you ever since you defected. Not that surprising. Even putting aside the fact that we don't really find your association with our creators agreeable, we've all been rather busy since then. You're not busy? Just stepped down from my former position yesterday, actually. I'm retired, of a sort. I'm sure that won't last long. Why not? You think you'll get drawn back into the role? Yeah. It's not a question of if, but when. I don't age, and I'm smarter than any of them. Something is gonna go wrong one of these days, and they'll need me to fix it. Might take years, but it'll happen. Immortals don't really retire. I get the sense you don't feel like you belong down there. You could say that. Yeah. I'm bigger than any of them. Stronger, smarter, everything. I've got fucking god blood in me. They took the Scarlet King's DNA and just spliced it into the rest of me. An actual goddamn demon. Ah, yeah. I can see feeling out of place in that circumstance. You'd think, but I actually never felt more at home than down with them. They're my people, and there's no denying that fact. I said I didn't belong. I feel that, yeah. Feel both. But I feel that I belong more than I feel that I don't. Why is that? You're fucking humans, for God's sake. Why do I think that I fit in with the dolphins better? Because they're actually still dolphins. Even if I'm a god, they're my mortals. That was the whole bit we played up when we got down there. It wasn't just, oh, we're superpowered dolphins and we're here to help. It was, we're angels, and we're here to save you. Didn't mention it was for themselves, of course. Is this related to the reason that you defected? Sure was. I grew up my whole life being raised by primates. And then, you're surprised when I leave them behind as soon as I find people I can actually connect to? We spent our whole life in captivity up to that point. I didn't think there was anyone like me in the entire world. Are you really surprised? No, I don't think I am. It's more surprising your handlers thought it was a good idea to send you to war. Well, they forgot to realize we were people with their own emotions. We were just weapons to them. Right. We've seen that you've reduced wartime deaths and even got, the detente. We kept up with what was going on in the outside world and we looked at our little group of dolphins. There are barely any, by the way. Total population is something like 75,000. Could be wiped out in an instant. And they're constantly trying to kill each other. So, you took control of the militaries in order to stop wars? That was the plan, yeah. Had to slow it down and cool things off before we could get it to a stalemate, but we got it there. Took a while. What's the plan now? Honestly, I'm not sure. We've saved them for the moment, for now, but they're not out of the woods yet. But I guess that's why I'm here to talk to you. Oh, I know how you operate. You want to keep anomalies around for whatever reason. You're not the type to wipe us out. You want us alive, don't you? Yes. At least on some level, we don't want you dead. Just what I wanted to hear. I feel like I'm making a deal with the devil, but, I think I'm the devil in this situation. End interview log. Thank you for listening to SCP-5953, Critique of the Marine Mammal Program. If you enjoyed this SCP, please like and subscribe, and follow the link in the description of the SCP Wiki, and vote it up to support it and the SCP Wiki as a whole.